set this up, let some people join in, and I'm gonna grab my other phone so that we've got, let me see, I wonder if I can run this way. This message is held for review, it says. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, it's just Matt with all the emojis. Okay, let me set this up, and then I'm gonna grab my other phone here so that we got it all. What's up? What's up? Yeah, it's been a while since I did the Friday Night Live, so I figured I would run a little Friday Night Live with you guys. Let me see if I can do it this way, just so it's a little bit better. I'll get my other phone going so that I can see what all the comments and stuff are saying. What's up? Tom Riley. Hello, John. What's up? What's up? Burner Cat, what's up? Yes, sir. I'm gonna spin it around just so it's now just zoomed in on my face here. Give me 1 second. Okay, I gotta do this. I'm gonna mute that. Okay. So if I do this and I spin that around, it should be a better picture. And I should be able to see you guys. Let's see. It's a little bit of delay, so let me see. Let me know if the audio is good or I need to be closer, but. All right, people are joining in. Madion, a burner cat, yep. I'll stand over here, at least you can see something a little cooler. John Taylor, what's up? John Taylor, what's up? Maxie, what's up, man? Alfonso, what's up, John? Glad to see your projects coming through. Yes, sir. Evo, just check my mailbox. Must have forgot to send an invite. Ha, 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 ha. Evo Dennis. I don't think Sweet Baby Jesus would approve, Dennis. You still have the other RT Dakota? If so, what's the plans for it? No, we actually sold it to my buddy Josh, so he has it. Matt with the emojis. Good audio, dude. Okay, cool. So, I haven't done these Friday night, Saturday night, whatever night lives in a while. I wanted to kind of try to get back into it. It has just been, let me set this down for a second. It's just been absolutely mental over here. So, between me trying to work on my Challenger and get that going, and then also work on this Dakota, which, by the way, I'll talk a little bit more about it. It's getting to a lot more stuff than we originally intended, so it's going to be even crazier. Originally, it was supposed to just be a 392 8-speed swap, and you know it was going to be about it. Now it is getting a fully built engine with a Whipple 3-liter, so it turned into just a regular truck. Now it's going to be probably crazier than the Hellcoda. So been working on that quite a bit and just trying to figure some other stuff out too. So I'm also, I think I told you guys, I don't know, I've hinted at it. We are fully building the engine that's going in this car. So this car is getting fully built as well. So this, we're gonna have to push some more air through it, but just out of the block itself that we're building for it, it's gonna be capable of 1,200 plus wheel horsepower is what we're building the block to be able to hold. So yes, I have the smaller blower right now. Yes, we'll upgrade the blower, but just know that the engine's going to be able to handle that, and we're going to push it. So pretty excited about that, but let me see what you guys are saying here. And we will also answer some of your guys' questions. You've been pushing these builds hard. Awesome. Yeah, thanks, man. It's been crazy. Ben says, hey, how's it going? Been a while for sure. Loving the Challenger build and love seeing the blue Dodges representing well. Yeah. It's been crazy. So, a couple other things too. You guys, if you guys are wondering, hey John, how come you're not posting? Like, you haven't posted in 3 weeks. I am posting mainly on Boosted Motorsports 2. I'm not like just trying to start a new channel just so I can say that I have 2 channels. I really wish that I could just post on this channel, but I've explained it before. I'll keep saying it. I might even make a video about it, but I'm sure people will still miss it and they'll still ask why I'm not posting. But this channel that we're on right now was originally started and created back in, like, I don't know, 2006 or 7 when YouTube first became a thing and I was living in Canada, I just made a YouTube account. Fast forward to today or even last year, with all the crazy like censorship stuff that's going on over there in Canada, this channel, I'm not able to switch it to US because now I'm in the US. I can't switch it, they won't let me. And whenever I post a video, it's essentially, I can't explain it because I can post the same content here or the other channel, but if I post it on this main channel, it doesn't get the hits. So it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter if I build a Dakota, if I build a Challenger, if I build a Hellcat swap Ram, if I build a 68 Charger with a Hellcat swap, if I build a Hellcat swap Dakota. A lot of these videos, you know, they get 5,000, 10,000 views. We have 165,000 people on this channel, and each video only gets like 3,000, 5,000 views. So something doesn't make sense. I can't make sense of it. I've tried to fix it. Instead of trying to beat my head against the wall, I want to continue to make videos, but they have to be worthwhile at the same time. So YouTube doesn't really pay a whole lot, to be honest, and especially when the videos only get a few thousand views each, it definitely doesn't pay a lot. So that's why I'm kind of supplementing things. You know, we got other projects we're bringing on. I've got the merch store. So everybody that's bought merch so far, appreciate your support there. I keep adding new items. So if you guys haven't checked out Shop Boosted, go check it out. It's just another way that I'm able to make all this happen. And it is expensive. Like if you figure all these vehicles, the overhead of this place, keeping all these vehicles maintained, and then building stuff, like for me to fully build this engine is not cheap, but I want to do it because there's no point in me just putting this Hellcat back to stock Hellcat power. I might as well turn it up. The Hellcat platform's been out since 2015. So if I'm just getting into the Hellcat platform now, everybody's got years and years and years of their builds going. So I'm gonna have to fast forward that. And that's the reason why I said, you know, screw it. I'm just gonna build this engine right from day one. That way, coming straight out of the gate, we're already gonna be way faster than the stock Hellcat. And then once I get a bigger blower, it'll be even faster than it is with the stock blower. So anyways, that's that. I'll switch back over to some of your guys' questions, see what you guys are saying. Let's see what you guys are saying. Audio's good, hell yeah. Evo says, John really works hard at making his guys do all the work. I know, right? Always putting Dennis to work. That's why he's not here on Friday. When I'm here working, Dennis isn't here. I'll show you guys some stuff too. We'll do a little walk around and whatnot. We won't just stay in just one spot the whole live. Could you show us your paint setup? So the paint setup is just, it's Dennis, Evo Dennis. Everybody roast Evo Dennis in the comments. So that's the same Dennis you guys see on the channel, but we're just giving him a hard time. But yeah, it's actually his compressor. He lent me his compressor, and then it's nothing fancy. So it's just a regular compressor that you guys could, you know, probably already have in your garage. And then we use Harbor Freight's, my buddy Brett picked up a Harbor Freight gun, and it was, I think it's like their $120 gun, $150, in that range. Is nothing crazy. It's like $150 gun, 100 and some change. And other than that, I just went and bought good quality paint. The first few times that I sprayed the car, I was using one paint supplier in the local area, but they didn't have like really good brand paints. They had like Nason, if you guys heard of it. I've never even heard of Nason before I started buying the Nason, but somebody's getting it. Sounds like one of those stupid G35. Let's hear. See if he gives us one little trumpet horn. Nah, no more. Watch, as soon as I start talking, he's gonna hit it again. Yeah, so I was running Nason paint, and then now I found a place that sells PPG for cheaper than I was paying for the no-name paint. So, but yeah, no fancy setup, nothing crazy. What else? We ran a Harbor Freight dryer on it, and I would run those little dispenser or throwaway dryers right on the gun. That's pretty much it. Let's see. Matt says, F yeah, a Whipple 3.0 is the shiznit. Yeah, the only problem is there's been a lot of, like, I've heard like a lot of people having issues. So I just want to wait for them to get that sorted out, and then I'll probably get one of those. Living up to the boosted lifestyle, that's what's up. Yeah, everything's getting boosted around here. I really want to do something with the Viper eventually, but I'm so busy with all these other projects, like Viper keeps getting put on the back burner. Headlights are badass. Yes, sir. Me and Dennis spent hours getting the headlights on the Challenger working the other day, so you guys will see a video on that. Keep doing what you're doing. Where did you get the headlights? Do you mean the headlights for the Challenger? I picked up a bunch. I've just been piecing stuff. So whenever I was like on Marketplace or whenever I have a spare moment, I've just been looking for different parts. So all the different pieces I've just picked up all over the place. Some salvage yards, some eBay stuff, some online, some Marketplace. So wherever I could just find bits and pieces. I don't have like one exclusive spot where I bought everything. Just kind of been piecing the whole car together. Like whenever I see like half decent price on some stuff, I've just been buying up little tidbits for the car. Dennis says I'm working under the Dakota right now. Yeah, all right. You wouldn't fit under the Dakota, Dennis. Sorry, you asked for that one. You asked for that one. It's definitely cool to have the live back. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it more. I mean, it's hard because I mean I'm working all day mostly in the shop anyways, and then to like spend more time at nighttime in here. But I know I gotta make it more of a thing. Once we kind of like settle in a little bit, once like my Challenger isn't in a gazillion pieces, and once this thing's maybe finished, I'll have a lot more free time, and I want to do a few things. I want to kind of up the production a little bit, probably get some new camera equipment, just make it a little bit better, and spend some more time, refining some of my skills that pertain more to the YouTube side of things. So, maybe up my skills on editing or effects or all that stuff, so that the production's a little bit better. But right now, it's just cut and paste, you guys. Between me trying to film, wrench, be the guy that's ordering parts, I'm running the website by myself too, so it's just 5 million things. But you guys can support me by running over to the website, and like I said, we got merch over there. We've got shirts, we've got a bunch of stuff. I've got consultations. We've got some Mopar kill switches. If you guys haven't seen that, we just added that last week. So I designed a kill switch for any Mopar 2013 and up. It's plug and play. It disables your vehicle, and you can hide the kill switch anywhere you want. But it's plug and play, and that way, even if somebody programs a key for your car or tries to hotwire your car, they still can't start it. So if you guys haven't seen that product, I just finished making it. I was testing it the last few weeks, and now it's on the website active. Also, our HID kits are in stock. Those are super, super popular, you guys. A lot of people are liking those HID kits that we offer. So head over to Shop Boosted, support your boy. It's just one more way that I make all this possible. As a second gen owner, loved the build, man. Wish I had the coin to take it off your hands. It's gonna make someone a nice truck. Yeah, definitely, I'm in. I mean, I just, at this point, I have so many vehicles and so much going on that I kind of have to consolidate a little bit. So I think everybody would probably want to see like the Dakota and the Hellcat Ram stay on the channel more than like the second gen. But yeah, and at the same time too, I kind of want to keep racing the Hellcat Ram. I gotta do some upgrades if we want to keep pushing it. But that truck's really fun and it's competitive. It's not a slow truck. So we're gonna be doing one other thing I will tell you guys is with me building this engine in the Challenger. I'm not just building it just to say, oh, it's got X number of horsepower. The goal and the plan is for 2024, I want to be at the track way more than I'm in the shop, or at least somewhat balanced. So we're gonna be hitting a bunch of tracks, hitting a bunch of events, and with this thing being a built 6.2 and a built Hellcat, it should be more competitive. So that way we can go to some events. We're not gonna get absolutely smoked. There's always gonna be somebody faster, but we'll at least be somewhat competitive, and we can start traveling around and hitting some events and having some fun with this stuff. Because trust me, my goal wasn't to move into the shop and just stay in the shop 24/7. We've been in here over a year, but and it's taken a bit to set up and get situated. And I mean, we came across this Challenger, which I couldn't pass up on the opportunity, but I do want to be at the track more, so that's also the goal. Let's see. I got in so much trouble staying late helping with those headlights. She was big mad. Like, no, she wasn't. Get out of here, Dennis. Don't lie. Nobody likes liars, Dennis. Sweet baby Jesus is over there. He's watching you. He's up on the wall over there. He's gonna hear you lying. He's gonna hear you lying and send you crying. You're a Hellcat legend. I'm proud of what you became on this channel. I've been here since. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Matt says, rock on, John. Love the channel, brother. But you already know this, man. To burner. I know. We've been building a lot of stuff here. I heard the guys on the Gas YouTube talking about the Hellcoda. They bought the Hellcat swapped second gen. Oh, I never heard them talking about it. That's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Which video did On the Gas guys talk about the Hellcoda? Because I can't remember the guy's name, but I have his cell number. So he's asked me a couple times, well, way back he was asking me about building his second gen Ram with the Hellcat swap. Then we kind of fell out of touch. I got busy with some stuff. And then I think it was actually a week or so ago, I texted him and said, hey, do you want to like grab one of these Hellcat trucks? And that's when he messaged me before he actually, showed that he bought that red second gen Hellcat swap truck. He's like, I just actually picked up the Hellcat truck. So it'd be interesting if he mentioned it on the channel. I'll check it out. Been here way longer than 23 months. My damn card declined because I lost it. It's all good, man. I appreciate you. Did the drive shaft issue get fixed with Hellcoda? So I am actually, you guys will see on the next episode for the, I don't know what we're calling it, Scat DAC? Scat Pack? Scat DAC? I don't know, whatever. The Scat Pack Dakota, I completely redesigned and designed a drive shaft for that. I wanted it to be a certain way, and that one is a million times better than what I was able and what was available to make for the Hellcoda when I built it. So once we get this truck running and test it and driving and all that stuff, if this one, and it should be, is mint, I'm gonna make the same drive shaft for the Hellcoda that I have in this. So it looks so good, you guys. It looks like a showpiece. Like my drive shaft in my Dakota, it looks pretty cool and it looks decent, but this is like, it looks like something you'd hang on your wall. Like it's like a work of art. The welds are beautiful on it. Barely any big weights hanging off it. My Dakota drive shaft has like huge chunks of like extra weights they had to weld onto it to balance it. So this one, I don't even know if I saw any balancing stuff on it. If there is, it's like barely noticeable, whereas the Dakota one's got like massive chunks to try to balance it out. So this one was made by Drive Shaft Shop and they do phenomenal work. Like wait till you guys see that thing. It's incredible looking. How's Jonathan doing? Did he use you for the Jeep content? Love the. So John couldn't how do I say this? John couldn't take the heat, literally. So he wanted to move back to California. Comment in the comments below what you guys think about John going back to California. But he moved back to California. So it's just me again. He came out here, we were gonna try and do some stuff, but ultimately he wanted to go back, so he went back to California. I don't know, we didn't really make a video on it. I don't know, he just wasn't really liking it out here, so. He is back doing his own thing in California. But let me know what you guys think. Would you guys have stuck it out here, or would you have gone back to California? Dennis got home and the locks were changed. How do you fix the front bumper to hood gap on a Gen 2 Viper? You have to put, there's these shims, there's actually factory shims that go between the frame and the front kind of assembly. You have to put more shims in there and then you have to move it along. It'll take a lot of tedious work, a lot of them sag. You have to put new shims back in there and re-shim it. Any more 85mm throttle bodies? Probably in the new year. It's just, I've been crazy with all this stuff between, like I mentioned a few times, like between the Scat Pack Dakota, this Hellcat, keeping the other two blue trucks running, and like the Black Friday sale was crazy. So I had to handle all the orders myself. Like I said, John's gone, so it's just literally me doing customer builds, my Hellcat Challenger website, and trying to somehow have a life in all that. It's just all me right now, so it's a lot. But yeah, hopefully by the new year, I should have more throttle bodies for you guys. The one before the last one, I think. Okay, I'll check out that video. I would be over 4 years, but lost my damn card. Jeez. Oh well, it's all good, man. Like Ray said, McDonald's time. Yeah, I'm really hoping this year we're back on the road. So I want to be traveling a lot more. Like I said, going to way more events. we're gonna be taking this Challenger. She's gonna be a spicy Challenger, and we'll hit some races. Max says, "Yeah, boy. Don't lie, got homesick, or I don't know what it is. F your humidity." Can you rev the red one behind you? There's no engine in it, but it's actually orange. It comes out red, but it's orange. Scat DAC looking neat. Yeah, I threw the fender flares on it. I still gotta adjust the front end. The front end is just ever so slightly higher, but we got all new wheels and stuff, I think, showing up this week. So, and that one, I don't know if I've said it, I'll tell you guys now. So the Scat Pack Dakota is no longer gonna be a Scat Pack Dakota. It's gonna be a 426 blown Hemi now. So it's gonna be making way more power than my Hellcoda. So that thing's gonna be a monster. Everyone hit the thumbs up, it's free, yeah. If you guys haven't yet, smash the thumbs up for me. It apparently does something to YouTube gods, even though this channel's censored. It is what it is. I almost lost my streak once about a year and a bit ago. My card expired, I forgot to change it, but never caught it in time. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, thanks to everybody who's subscribed as members too. I do appreciate you guys. Left California 14 years ago and haven't been back, period. Yeah, I don't blame you. Matt with the $20 super chat. Thank you, sir. Get you some McDodges and Thorntons. I haven't really, does Thorntons have good food? I haven't eaten there. I've only eaten at Wawa's. Wawa's is pretty legit. Wait, that's in Canada. No, Thorntons, I think they have them here, I think. I've seen a few of them in Florida. Chicken nuggets in your face, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'll definitely go get some grub after this. Check in on Jonathan getting Jar off-road. Yeah, so he's doing his Jeep stuff on his channel. Okay, he's weak. I asked him if he was coming back, but he didn't answer me. I'm the one he met in September on my birthday. Oh, huh. Well, there you go. So he told you he wasn't coming back before he told me. Kind of strange how that works. I would have definitely stuck it out. The heat sucks, but eventually you get used to it, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, so I am, like, when he came down, it was the middle of summer, which is, and apparently this summer was one of the hottest. I'm new to Florida, so I don't really know how hot it's supposed to be, but obviously, middle of summer is going to be the hottest. But he came down in the summer, and it was hot this summer, I'm not going to lie. But I am going to be this winter, I want to insulate this and put HVAC in here so that next summer's not so bad. So, yeah, it'll be better in here in the summer, but I mean, one thing at a time, right? Like, I'm already super grateful that I have this shop to work in, so I'm not going to complain about the heat. We had so much stuff to get done for LS Fest on my shirt and Mo Party that it was just a grind mode. But yeah, this winter I'm gonna get HVAC in here. Like I said, I want to get my Challenger running, and I want to get that finished, and then it'll be a little more chill in here. We'll be able to get underway on some stuff and do a little bit of housekeeping. I want to organize some stuff. I have a lot of like spare parts and stuff that I need to like blow out because this corner with my spare parts is just getting crazy too. Let me see if I can get some more of your guys' comments. I'm trying to rip through them as much as possible. Door panels for the Hellcoda finished yet? So I have them. I don't know if you guys ever saw me and Aaron like rough them. Like we made them roughly last year, but between all this stuff, you guys, I haven't had a chance to continue them. So they're still there in the corner. I just have to finalize them, and then we'll eventually get them wrapped and thrown on there. But like I said, I need to get that finished and this finished, and then I can like move on to the smaller projects. 5.9 is better than 5.7, said nobody ever. Ever plan on doing a third gen Dakota? No, I'm kind of a little bit burnt out of Dakotas at the moment, so I don't think I'm gonna do any more Dakotas for a little bit. Mango, not red. Yep, it's an orange car behind me. No way 5.9 is better than 5.7, bro. Yeah, 5.9 is hot garbage. You should race the Hellcat 2nd gen Ram with your Hellcat Ram. Yeah, I probably could. The only thing is he's got a red eye, so that thing is already, and I think they already turned it up some more. In order for me to turn the power up more on mine, I need to get a built transmission. So that's kind of my next thing in order to turn it up more, because I'm still just running the stock truck 8HP 70 transmission, and we're pushing the crap out of that. So I need my transmission to be built, and then we'll be able to go faster. So that's my next thing. But yeah, I'd be down. Like I said, finish this one, get this running, and then next year we're gonna be at the track a lot more. I'll probably be at the track with the Hellcat Ram racing lots. We'll be there with this Challenger. I got some spicy stuff for this Challenger, you guys. This thing's gonna be no joke coming straight out of the gate. So I'm gonna make a video this week actually. I have some race parts for the Challenger. So I'll probably like test fit them, show you guys what I have, but I have a ton of racing parts for the Challenger, and the thing's gonna be sick, you guys. I'm super excited. It's kind of fun because on the Challenger, I'm not focusing so much on building the chassis, whereas like this Dakota or the Ram or my Hellcat Dakota or even the second gen Ram, there's a lot of like chassis setup, you know, putting things in them that never was originally intended to be there. So I'm having to like make brackets, and, you know, make custom this or custom that or try to fit this. Whereas the Challenger, it's kind of nice that I can just focus on going fast. There's already a ton of them out there. There's already like all these off-the-shelf parts, so I'm having fun doing that, going, oh, you know, what part do I want to pick for this thing? Let's pick this, let's pick that, let's pick this, and I can just bolt it on and it's just ready to go. So it's, I mean, it's still a modified car, but it's different. It's just nice to be able to just pick things off the shelf and they're just meant to go on there for once, and we can just go fast that way versus having to build it all custom and make all these custom brackets and do all this custom wiring. This thing is just like, just ready to go, which is, it's just different. It's nice. Unless it's a Cummins. Yeah, Cummins, a 5.9 Cummins is decent, but not the freaking Magnum, that's for sure. Marty says, hi John, I want to get the same rear control arms you put on the Hellram about 10 months ago. I went to e-website your video did at that time and clicked the link you listed. Yeah, so Core 4x4 arms, those things are legit. I would definitely recommend them. They're still solid. Yes, sir. Cali can split off and be its own country. Seriously. Oh, I did see Ram release the updates on the 5th gens coming out next year. On top, finally announcing electric and hybrid. It's curious if you're going to do a video with your thoughts. Yeah, I'll probably, like I said, I've just been so busy between me just physically working on, you know, my own car, that Dakota, and keeping everything running and shipping out orders from the website. I haven't had a chance to like kind of just breathe. So once, like I said, once this gets finished, should be the next few months or so, because we would have been done, you know, within the next month, but now with it getting 426 Hemi built and all that stuff, it's definitely going to be a little bit longer than anticipated. So it'll be here for a lot longer, well, a little bit longer, whatever, a few months at least. But yeah, once I can clear that out and I get my Challenger running, I'll start to try to do more like, I don't know, if you guys want to, I can do more like news content and, I don't know, more collabs with people, more racing. Just, I need to kind of push this stuff through the pipeline, and then I'll get out of the shop and do some other content. My 5.9 wishes it was a 5.7. What's up with the 5th gen Mon? So I don't have a 5th gen, but Evo Dennis in the comments here, that's his 5th gen truck that you guys saw the video on. So I put an HID kit on his vehicle just to show you guys that our HID kit works with 5th gens, 4th gens, whatever. But if you guys haven't, head over to Shop Boosted. Again, support your boy. We got merch, products, kill switches, HID kits, all kinds of stuff over there. So if you guys haven't checked it in a while, go check over there because I keep adding new product. I second that. Any updates on the Challenger you did the wiring for? Yeah, I picked up a ton of parts. You guys can't see it. I picked up some really, really cool stuff the other day, but I want to wait for that video to actually show you guys. You guys might see it in the corner depending on if I do a walk around. There's little Easter eggs hiding about the shop right now if you're looking. Shop is awesome. Are you gonna spray foam or regular installation? We'll see. I'm gonna have to price all that out, but like I said, I gotta focus on these two big projects behind me first, and then I'll focus on a little bit of housekeeping and get my shop a little bit more organized for sure. I don't really like the look of spray foam. I think it looks horrendous. I much rather prefer like this clean look. But if I'm gonna put HVAC in here, we're probably gonna need some insulation. So we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. But yeah, right now I just gotta get this stuff done. 5.9 is hot garbage. I agree. Opinions on the 4.7? Garbage. Why are you guys dropping all these garbage motors? I mean, it depends what you guys are talking. If you're talking like, you know, get to A to B, reliable motors, 4.7 is a decent motor. 5.9 is a decent motor. Those things are like, you can't kill those motors. Same thing with a 5.2. They're like solid motors. But if you guys are talking performance, 4.7, even though it's one of Dodge's, you know, early 2000s motor that made decent power for what it was, there's like zero aftermarket availability for it, so you can't get any parts for it to make it any faster than it is. 5.2, 5.9, both hot garbage. The heads are severely flow restricted. You could port those till the cows come home, but they're not gonna flow. So you got the displacement, but the heads are absolute trash. Even if you upgrade the heads, aftermarket heads usually still have the same exhaust ports, like the same bolt pattern for the headers, and it's like getting pinched through this tiny opening. It's junk. So, I mean, yeah, you can make 500, yeah, you can make 600 horsepower on a 5.9 fully built with a blower, but I mean, you could make that on a naturally aspirated 6.4, so I don't know, there's no point to it, honestly. If you're trying to go fast, just ditch the 5.2, 5.9, or 4.7. But if you're trying to get to A to B, good solid motors. MMX is a great company. I would hit up Mac Built for Cam. He's a legend with that stuff. So I don't know if I told you guys. So this car right here is getting cams, valve train, pistons, rods. This thing is getting fully built by MMX. So this thing is going to be a monster. So we're coming out swinging. Like I said, it's going to be a conservative 1200 wheel capable. So meaning we could probably push this thing to like 1500 horsepower. So I think we'll have plenty of sauce for now. I was just thinking about these the other day and how I missed them. Glad to see it live again. Yeah, I'm going to try to, like I said, I'll try to do as much as possible. It's just been absolute madness around here. What's up? Preston has joined though. I might be taking a job with a good friend I grew up with over triple what I make right now in tax-free. Damn, I need to come work where you're working. Doing H2s and water purification by Saudi Arabia. Damn, it would be 3 months off. That's not bad. Then I can afford a Hellcat engine to swap it. Do it. 5th gen boosted 3.6 would be best. Yeah, that'd be cool. Are you gonna rebuild the burnt Hellcat engine or just gonna put a Hellcat motor? No, so we're completely rebuilding the burnt Hellcat motor. So it's getting fully built, like I just mentioned, fully built internals, getting pistons, rods, all new bearings. It's gonna be cams, better springs, hardened push rods. The whole thing is gonna be a built engine. So yeah, right at turnkey, this thing is gonna be an absolute monster. So the Challenger is gonna be a Cam 6.2. This thing is gonna be beastly, and I've got a bunch of supporting mods for it as well. Hello. It would be cool if someone put a Viper motor in a newer body Ram truck like your own SRT10, like a 5th gen or 4th gen. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. How far did you go with your HP tuners classes? I just did the one. That's actually something else amongst 5 million other things. I'm gonna try to get back into it. Actually, the tuning school, they're just over here in Tampa. So I've been talking with Bob over there, the owner of tuning school, and I think he's at PRI right now. So I was gonna go to PRI, but I just have too much stuff to do. So yeah, that's the other thing. Like next year I want to be able to go to SEMA, go to PRI, but there's just been madness over here. So I didn't end up going to those. But yeah, I'm gonna try to tee up with Bob over at the tuning school and get some more lessons in on the HP stuff. Get caught up, then more content on the blue trucks, especially the Hellcat. Hell yeah. All right, let me grab the camera and I'll take you guys for a little tour and show you guys behind the scenes. I like to kind of show you guys some of the stuff I'm working on before the videos come out. That's kind of one of the perks of joining the live streams. So Over here, I can't go too much that way because otherwise I'll give some stuff away. Me and Dennis got the headlights working. It seems that you guys are probably like, what are you talking about, John? Didn't you just plug them in? I had to do a bunch of wiring because this car was originally, this car is like super, super loaded. So from the factory, like every possible option you could get, this thing pretty much had it. But when I found a harness for the engine bay, this engine bay harness that has the fuse box, because the original one was roasted, it didn't have HIDs, which you would think doesn't really make a difference. But the HID harness has factory relays. So it has 2 relays and 2 fuses for each ballast right there. Because obviously my headlights are HIDs. This car came with HIDs and they're better than the halogen ones, so I wanted to keep the factory HIDs. So in order to do that, I had to repin a couple wires inside the car, run them all the way out here, bring those triggers to these relays. And me and Dennis put them in the original factory spots. We also had to pin in these 2 fuses for left and right headlights. And then I had to run all the wires to each headlight. So we redid the harness. You would never be able to tell because we did it all like factory. You guys know how we do around here. So even used, factory tape. So you would never be the wiser, but I had to redo all that so that the HIDs work. That's why they're sitting up here. And then I ordered something super cool, which actually shows up tomorrow. So how this, you can probably hear me tapping on how this is solid on this side. This is a passenger side. And this one has an opening right through. We're going to do that with this. So this actually just pops out. And I got some demon style, I don't even know what the hell you call them. They're like these things that go through. So, and it's pretty cool because this harness, check it out, it has the plug for it. So this will plug into, oh, I almost dropped the phone. This will plug into the little halos on both sides. So it'll have those little projector looking halo things on both sides. So that is that. And then just some other stuff. I ended up getting the window in, seats are in, a bunch of the interior stuff is in. I'll open this here. So you guys probably saw in the last video, we got the seats in, but on the video that's coming out, I replaced the door panels. The door panels, if you guys remember, were a little bit crispy. This was all kind of smooth from the heat. And I put in a bunch of the interior pieces. That door panel, and then I don't know if you guys can see, it's not tinted, but the glass is in on that side. I had to vacuum out all the shattered glass out of that door. Got that window in there. So everything's looking much, much better. We've got a new steering wheel that I'm going to be putting on from Drake Muscle. That thing is super, super nice. So just been getting a bunch of stuff just organized. And then what else can I show you? Dakota, you guys already know the deal over here. Yeah, not much to show you, although I took it out to, I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram posts. I went over to Tampa today with the Hellcoda because the other YouTuber, Racer X, he was getting and picking up his Challenger, which I was laughing because I had never seen his Challenger before, but it is the exact same color. It's a Go Man Go, and it's got the Demon hood on it. So he picked up his Demon 170 today, but it was just kind of funny because it's literally the exact same color as mine. So, but yeah, once we get this thing running, we'll have to go have some fun at the drag strip with him and his Demon 170. But I mean, this thing's gonna be running full E85, making a stupid amount of power too. So she won't be, she'll be a contender for sure. It's gonna have a lot of go fast parts. But yeah, that thing's just been working. But one stupid thing was, because you guys will see here, I was messing with this. I don't even know if I'll make a video on this, so I'll just tell you here because it's not that exciting. It's just kind of annoying. See how this connector is broken? So this goes to the intercooler piping, intercooler pump. So that's what circulates the coolant through the 2 supercharger bricks and through the front mount and all that stuff, through those lines right there and there. But this was the original pump from the car that we, like the donor vehicle that we got everything from the wrecked car, the 2019 Charger that was totaled. And this was always broken. It got smashed in the wreck. And I heard a weird noise. It was like making this grumbling noise. I wasn't sure what it was. And it came up and the pump was just absolutely going crazy. Come to find out that for me washing it, this connector was full of water and I guess it shorted it out. And now the pump is screaming like a chicken. So I don't know if it'll do it if I plug it in. Watch. Let's see. We'll do a little diagnostic with you guys here on the live. It sounds terrible, but it was actually spinning today. It was working. It was cooling. My intercooler temps didn't go up, but listen. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not going to make noise now. It was making a horrendous noise, so I'm just going to unplug it just to be safe. Just to be safe, let me unplug this. It was making a racket. What else? Hellcat Ram, she's just chilling. I've got a bunch of mods for this thing too, but I just have to get to them. Just 5 million other things. Take you guys over here. We got a 6-liter LS motor. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with that. That was, we kept that on board if you guys watched that video. We had that for the Crackhawk, just in case the 5.3 was no good, but the 5.3 ended up being a beast. So I've got a 6-liter LS chilling there. I got a oil pan for my Hellcat car. And then I picked this up, and you guys will see a video on this. I picked up a 6.4 Scat Pack engine that was also in a fire. So I don't know, apparently this year I like to buy things that are burnt. So this one was out of the salvage vehicle, obviously. I don't think anybody stole a car that was on fire. So if you guys are wondering where I get all my engines from. So this one was out of a salvage burnt Scat Pack. And I was just checking the health of the engine, and you guys will find out why in a video coming up. But I was checking out the health of it, and this thing, unfortunately, it has a plastic intake manifold on it. As you guys know, most of the Hemis do. But the plastic intake manifold melted, and then somebody let this thing sit outside, not me. Ever since I've got it, it's been sitting inside. But water went into the cylinders, and when I popped these heads off, it was an absolute mess in there. So if you guys saw my Instagram story, you guys probably saw that. But it came with a transmission, so a little bit of value there. But because the car was in a wreck, I don't know if you guys can see that, the mount completely broke off. So this thing must have been hit hard. I guess it must have gotten a huge wreck and then caught on fire. I didn't see the actual car. I just know that it came from a wrecked car. But yeah, both of those got ripped right out of the transmission. So the nice thing is that since it was a Scat Pack, it'll have a good valve body in it, or I'm sure somebody could probably repair this and use it. It's not all the way through. It's just there. So might still be usable, but that's that. What else can I show you guys? Let's go on a little tour. Got some parts. I got a drive shaft and stuff for my Hellcat. Headliner. We got the sunroof, but this sunroof, I actually bought a new one from a salvage yard because this one's got a little crispy right here and the rain gutter kind of melted. So I got a new one showing up this week. Hellcat Ram stuff. I've got door panels. I'm building custom door panels for the Hellcat Ram. They're going to be full power, so that'll be pretty cool. I've got that there. 5 million door panels, Dakota door panels. These are the melted ones out of the Challenger that I was telling you guys about. How they were all smooth from the heat and they lost all their texture. So those are the ones I just took out. This is a CRF 50 with a big bore 75 in it. Pretty cool stuff. This is a Dakota with a 6.4, but it's not going to be a 6.4 for longer or much longer. So we're going to end up pulling this engine, and we've got a complete MMX 426 kit for it. And it's getting a Whipple. So this thing is, went from mild to wilds pretty fast. So that's why I kind of just kept everything at a standstill, because I'm going to have to run more electrical, more plumbing, more everything. So there's no point in me like doing much more to it until all that stuff comes and shows up. The other thing too is with the Whipple on or going on here, I'm not sure how this part here is going to clear. So either way I'll get it to fit, but I'm probably gonna have to massage that hump right there because I know the Whipples stand pretty tall. So yeah, we might get lucky, you never know. But I'm willing to bet that I'm gonna have to massage that bump right there to get it to clear. So that's most of that. Let me get to some of your guys' comments and see what else I can show you guys. But yeah, all sorts of stuff. And then I have the motor for this. Oh, you guys will see there, MMX. So I have all the parts for that built motor sitting right here in this box. But it turned into a bit of a pickle here. So we've got pistons, rods, ARP, everything. So all the fasteners are getting swapped out to ARP. We got a cam in here. Yeah, all sorts of cool stuff. And just been putting stuff away, trying to get a little more organized. But here's the heads. The motor's completely disassembled. It's all the original stuff. It's the cam, rocker assemblies. I got it all labeled here. This is all driver side stuff, passenger side stuff. Yeah, cam cover. Everything's just chilling right there. There's the crank. So right now, the block is at the machine shop. I'm crossing my fingers, but I'll explain more later on that in a video. But yeah, I completely stripped down the block and then sent the block to the machine shop so that we could get ready to put all the new stuff that's in that box into it and get back to it. But yeah, lots and lots of stuff. It's been hectic, boys, I'm telling you. So let me see what you guys are saying. Try to catch up to your guys' comments here. Get caught up, then more content on the blue truck, especially the Hellcoda. Yeah, I definitely want to make some more content. The other thing too is once this truck here, once we finish this and I get to test out the drive shaft that I made for this one, if this thing runs beautifully, then I'm gonna get and design the same drive shaft for the Hellcoda, the Hellcat Swap Dakota. And then I'll be able to actually, potentially, we'll be able to take the Dakota to the track. I have slicks and everything for it, but the problem is the drive shaft's been a little bit of an issue. So if this one works out, then I'm gonna make the same one for the Dakota, and then we could potentially, do some track events. I would have to cage the Dakota, so we'd probably get booted out, but we could at least probably make a pass and see what she does. What cam would you recommend for a daily in a Ram 1500? My biggest concern is pushing the horsepower is the RFE behind it. I'd like to do a swap, but money. Yeah, I mean, if it's a daily, honestly, I wouldn't mess with it. I wouldn't cam a daily. That's just personal opinion, but you start doing too much stuff and it just, it can be a pain in the ass. I don't know, me personally, let me switch this around so I'm not just... Me personally, my daily, my Eco Diesel, it is quiet, it's smooth, it's stock, and yeah, when I want to get rowdy, I jump in any of these things. My daily, it's smooth. I mean, it's fast, don't get me wrong, but it's just not all modded out. Would you drive the newer Mustang Dark Horse? Newer Mustangs have remote rev. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against it. I'm just a gearhead, so it doesn't really matter what the brand is to me. Wish I had the time to help you, but I work at Pep Boys and only have Tuesday and Sunday off. Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate it either way. That's why it burnt. No HIDs. Well, it had HIDs. Had HIDs, then it burnt, and then the wire harness we replaced it with didn't have HIDs. I know it's not as cool as the Hemi and Hellcat stuff, but would love to see you take on a modern Ram or 3.6 Pentastar, where you boost it up. Would love to see what you would do to it. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I just got to kind of clean house on current stuff, and then we can always come up with some new stuff. What are your thoughts on Junkyard Dave's Charger Magnum builds? I don't know. I don't really have an opinion. I haven't personally talked to him, so I can't say one way or another. I will say that he's taking a lot longer than I would have thought on that project. I think I've built, I don't even know how many custom vehicles I've built within the same, he's been building that for what, 3 years now? We've built, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 vehicles, just myself in that same period of time. And I mean, it's not probably more than that, honestly. It's not like they're any less complicated. I mean, all these have been complete custom wired vehicles. Hellcat Ram was, where's my finger pointing? Hellcat Ram was complete custom wiring. This one over here with the 5.7 8-speed swap was completely custom. This I'm having to kind of piece together from different odds and ends, so that's somewhat custom. This one over here is all custom. We did that Jeep Crackhawk, so yeah, I would like to see it get it running, honestly. I'm not trying to pick on the guy because I know I've seen some of his posts where he gets mad at people picking on him, but it'd be cool to see him get it running. It just seems like it's taking a long time. Sweet baby Jesus, those seats. Did you get the rain gutters in? Yeah, so I ended up, let me flip that around. I'll answer that question for you guys. So I ended up kind of getting them to work. So here's the little rain gutter deals. So that's ready to go. And then you can see the other one. I don't know if you guys, can I zoom on this? I can. There's the other one sitting there ready to go. So those from here, they just went to like a just generic, almost like a clear hose. And it just goes up here and it connects to the sunroof. And I should be picking up my new sunroof this week too. So should be able to get that in and hopefully get the headliner in this week too. Let's see what other questions we got. Are you putting wide body fenders on the Challenger? I'm gonna do the rear just like the Demon 170 because I've got some beefy ass tires and I actually need to put the rear wide body on there. So I'm gonna do it the same as the Demon 170. Like if you guys saw my other video, I'm making a poor man's Demon 170, which I think it'll live pretty true to that. So it's already got the hood. The drag pack that I have for it is just absolutely insane looking. So I'm gonna need the rear flares for those. Crackhawk gone. Yep, Crackhawk is sold, gone. I sold it locally. Are you still painting the block on the Challenger? Yeah, that was part of the thing. I was gonna paint it and then I just ran into some issues with it. So now it's at the machine shop. So say a little prayer for my 6.2 block, boys, because she's in the hands of the machine shop and they're trying to work some magic on it so that I can use it. So we'll see. So once I'm hoping I can get some answers on that 6.2 block, because if my 6.2 block isn't good, I just ripped apart that 6.4 to see if that block was good. That one was no good. And if those two aren't good, that means I have to go out and find, actually my buddy has another 6.2 block. So I have to buy another 6.2 engine just to be able to build the engine for this, because they don't make, there was a little bit of junk in one of the cylinders, so they're gonna try to clean it up a little bit. But they don't make very big oversized pistons for the boosted applications, so the 6.2 stuff. So we're gonna see if we can clean up the bore a little bit on my block, but if not, I'm gonna be stuck trying to find a block because I already have pistons and everything in that box that are OE sized, standard size. And now we're trying to punch out mine potentially. I don't know. Like I said, say a prayer for my my 6.2 block, because I'm just waiting for it back and then I can get back to putting it together so we can actually get this thing running. So, because I have the transmission for this, I've got all the parts to get this thing running. It's just, I could have put the stock engine in, but I wanted to build it. And when I took it apart, I found some stuff I didn't really like. And now we're in this kind of limbo. And I'm still working on this, building this 426 blown Hemi Dakota. So, and I'm still running the website by myself, all kinds of stuff. Rowdy about it. Yeah, hell yeah. How's the ACR and SRT10 doing? Content, please. Yeah, there's gonna be some ACR content coming your guys' way pretty soon. I got a bunch of cool little parts, and I got a bunch of stuff. Like I've got on this shelf over here, I've got headers for it, some Inconel heat shields, windage tray, anti-tow bars, a bunch of billet stuff. I bought like every possible part from IPSCO for the Viper. If there's any Viper guys in this chat, the company that was making Viper parts for us, he's closing up shop at the end of this year. So I mean, what, 2-3 weeks? So I've made a bunch of videos for him. He was the one that made all the brackets and stuff for the big brake kit for my Viper, or Vipers, not just my Viper, but I also got the parking brake kit from him. But yeah, he's closing up shop. So I literally went and supported him, and I just told him, here's my credit card. Just give me every piece that I don't have since you're gonna close up shop. So I have a bunch of billet parts and cool go fast parts and all sorts of cool stuff for the Viper. But again, we're focusing on trying to get this thing running and this 426 supercharged Hemi. So I gotta get these done before I can move on to another project. Mustangs have a 5 slow instead of a 5.0. I don't know if I'd say that. 507 was pretty fast. Hellram with the bronze wheels is choice. I have the bronze wheels on the Hellcat Ram, but it's so low that when I put the 24s on it, they were literally like, it was sitting on the fenders. So for whatever reason, that Beltec kit that's on my Hellcat Ram is like super low. Mobile 1550 is better oil for 392 instead of 040. It depends where you live. So I run the 1550 because if you guys do or don't know about engine oils, the first weight is I can't remember the exact temperature. Don't quote me. It's the cold weight of the oil. So meaning at a certain given degrees, what thickness or viscosity the oil is at a cold temperature. The second number is the viscosity when it's at operating temperature. So when it's at 0 W40, that means 0 being thinner. It's a thin oil at startup when it's like, I don't know, don't quote me on the number, but let's just say like 30 degrees Fahrenheit, like somewhere around freezing, or 0 if you guys are 0 Celsius if you guys are in Canada. So it's like the cold operating or the cold viscosity of the oil. If you're down here in the south, or if you're anywhere where it's always warm, the first number doesn't even really matter because you're always operating in the second number. So I don't need an oil that's super, super thin at startup because I'm never in those cold temperatures where I need a thin oil and I'm worried about cold starts and cold weather lubrication. So plus, if you guys look on the labels, the 1550 from Mobil, and I don't care which oil you guys are using, but I'm just telling you kind of my research. It has more zinc, and it actually doesn't have the little EPA certification on the bottle. So a lot of oils, a lot of like the 040, they're like more EPA friendly or something, but they have like little like green leaves and stuff on it, and they don't have as much additives in it for lubrication. If you look at like the 1550, it's not like it's an illegal oil, but it doesn't have all these extra little like, I don't know, like little leaves and environmentally friendly stuff on it. So it actually has better protection for your engine if that's what you're after. Can you sleeve that one cylinder that's bad? No, I spoke to MMX on it and they don't recommend sleeving it. It's just like, find a good block. So that's where I'm at with that. Eric is praying for the 6.2. Thank you, sir. I'm praying too, trust me. Was the Challenger a Copart deal? Just curious if you're doing a rebuilt title situation or not and how that works. No, it's actually a clean title. Kudos on giving Clay an anti-theft system. Oh yeah, I actually have to send Clay one. But I don't know if he mentioned it, but yeah, I'm gonna be sending him one. So I'm sending Clay one of my I'm gonna send him a few things. I gotta send him some shirts too. I didn't, for some reason, I gave him a shirt when I saw him last day when he was down here in Florida, but I didn't give him a Waffle House shirt. And I for some reason, it slipped my mind that he was a Waffle House freak too, like me. So I gotta give him one of those. Are you gonna add a Hellcat dash into the Hell Ram, or are you gonna keep? No, I'm gonna keep the Ram dash. I'm not gonna try to swap that dash out. It's already got a leather stitch dash. It's good to go. Wow, that's crazy. Can't sleeve it. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. I don't know. I don't want to spend any extra money right now, you guys. I've been dishing out like crazy money lately. I spent a lot of money to rebuild this with all the parts and stuff that I've been picking up. And that's the other thing. I haven't sold anything, so that's why I want to sell the second gen, because it honestly just sits there. Like everything kind of has a purpose, right? So this thing we're gonna go racing with. So that's cool. The Hellcat Swap Dakota, we don't really do a lot of content with it in the sense of racing stuff, but that thing's always a showstopper. I'm not gonna lie, whenever I go to an event, that thing just draws crowds. So for the channel, for the OG subscribers, that thing's been here since the day one. I don't really have any real desire to sell it, but if somebody comes along for the right price, I'd probably let it go. The Hellcat Ram, that thing, I don't really want to let it go because that one I can actually go racing with it. So we've done some racing content this past year with it. And I want to do more this year. So that one we can race. So we've got the Hellcat Ram we can race. We've got this Hellcat Challenger we can race. The SST, it was kind of just more of a street truck, which if I'm going to drive a street truck, I'll probably take the Hellcat Dakota. So It kind of just sits there, honestly. So that's why I'm choosing to let that one go, because the SST was never really intended, the second gen Ram, never really intended to make that like some sort of crazy track vehicle or anything like that. Because even if we did go that route, we probably wouldn't have put a 5.7 in it. We probably would have went with a bigger engine, and it would have to be caged. It would have to be this. It would have to be that. It's got a leaf spring suspension. Like there's just so much that wouldn't make sense to do it to that vehicle. So that one I kind of just want to keep it a street vehicle, and just if I end up keeping it, if it doesn't sell, I'll end up painting it. And there's some other cool stuff I wanted to do to it as well. I still have a complete brand new front end for it, but if somebody buys it, if you guys do or don't know, the SST, the Hemi swapped, 8-speed swapped, second gen, it's for sale. So yeah, I got a bunch of brand new parts, complete front ends, brand new front ends for that second gen that's gonna go with it. Let's see. Thanks for the explanation on the oil. Regards. No problem, man. No problem. I'm about to eat a whole sleeve of Oreos. Hell yeah. Hammer down. I'm almost jealous. I want Oreos. It sounds legit right now. He mentioned it. That's why I said it. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I gotta send it out to him. I gotta make it actually. Another order just came in for one too, so I gotta make up a couple of them actually. Nuggets forever. Yes, sir. Someone say nuggies. Everybody's all about the chicken nuggies today. Let's go. Yes, sir. Nuggies. Time to add a TRX to fleet. I've got too many vehicles, you guys, right now. I'm trying to downsize right now. I'm like trying to figure out how I can make room and how I can kind of get some other cool stuff too. One of my buddies actually just got a Gen 5 ACR too, and I'm so secretly jealous. Like the thing is sick. Like really makes me like, if I didn't have 10 of these different vehicles all around here, I could definitely have a Gen 5 ACR. So I'm a little bit jealous that way, but I know you guys like all these projects too. So I don't know if I could swap out 4 or 5 cars just for one car. Probably wouldn't make sense. How much is the SST? So I have, if you guys go on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see the listing for it. It shows everything that's done to the truck, what you're getting. It's only got 23,000 original miles. Yes, 23,000 original miles on that truck. It's documented. It was last registered before me. It was last registered in like 99 or something like that. I have the whole Carfax for it. So even though the paint's all burnt off, it sat outside for like over 20 years. But yeah, 25K and you can take it. I have a few guys that are interested, so I'm in discussion with a few guys, but whoever comes first with the money can take it. I would honestly trust that truck to drive across the country. We drove it all the way to Moparty, Bowling Green, Kentucky, from Tampa, Florida, there and back, towing the Crackhawk. So I would trust that truck to drive anywhere, honestly. The thing's awesome. SRT10, yes, it's still around as well. Little Debbie Christmas cake. What? This guy's getting into all the freaking good stuff. Chicken nuggies. You guys are making me hungry up in here. Chicken nuggies, the Christmas cakes. So yeah, the SRT10 is still around. I have the 2 Vipers in the other garage. Just I don't have them in the shop here, but they're still definitely here. Saw someone on the internet say he's selling a supercharged Scat Pack. Should I buy it? If it's a stock engine, I would be a little bit worried because those things don't like much more than 5 to 7 pounds of boost. You start even 5 to 7 pounds of boost, you get a bad tank of gas. That thing's gonna be popping. With the chicken strips. What is that from? I can't remember what that's from. Something that says with the chicken strips. If I came across a wrecked 5th gen Viper for the right price, would you build it if you had the money? Yeah, definitely. I want to get one for sure, but I don't know. It's just starting to realize like I'm just collecting way too many vehicles, and I don't know that I want to have this many vehicles because it's like a full-time thing. Like I said, I went to jump in the Dakota today, and it was something else. It's just like it's always something with everything. Any plans for your holidays so you can take some time to enjoy yourself? I'm gonna be working like right up until Christmas weekend, so I have way too much stuff to do to be able to take time off, unfortunately. But I am gonna be going up to Toronto, Canada, for the Christmas holiday. So I'll be gone like 5 days or something like that. So that's the only little break I get, but yeah, then it's straight back to the grind. Yeah, but you got some beautiful vehicles. I agree. They are nice. They are fun. They are fun. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, fire away. I feel like I'm fading right now, so I'm just beat. I'm gonna probably go rest in a minute, but let me know if you guys have any other questions. So there is gonna be a couple of videos coming out this weekend. I'm not sure what I'll release. Probably, so there'll be a Challenger episode for sure. I might have a Dakota, a Scat Pack Dakota episode for you guys as well. I'm just trying to get a few more things buttoned up. Here, I'll show you guys actually. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. Check it out. I didn't show you guys this actually. Look at that. This thing is looking nice inside. So we got the Challenger center console all mounted up. Here, I'll hit the lights. So this one was out of the burnt Challenger. So I'm just using it for mock-up. We might either wrap this or get another one. But yeah, I got this all mounted. So this is all solid in here. Made some brackets for it. So this is nice and secured. I'm super happy with how it all came out. And then we're swapping all this interior out for black interior. And I think that stuff is showing up tomorrow. So yeah, it's been crazy. And then I threw on these, I don't know if you guys probably noticed, I threw on these fender flares just to kind of see where we're at for ride height. So it's going to have flares on it. But yeah, these seats are super, super nice. And then it's going to look awesome with that center console in there. It's almost like the steering wheel's kind of looking a little out of place, isn't it? I mean, I guess if we got like a wrap on this, it would probably look decent. But yeah, it's looking a little funky, isn't it? But yeah, oh, you guys want to see something cool? I'll show you guys something cool. I'm more excited about these, I think, than anything right now. I got these freaking scooters. So I've been trying to get a couple of these things because I want to go on some sick-ass adventures. But the problem is if you get one of them, then you can just go by yourself. So I managed to find two of these. These things are like, there's something stupid, like $1,200. I found a smoking deal the other day, and I got two of them for $750, which might seem like a lot, but they'd only been ridden like once. And these are like $1,200 right now. But they go 20 miles an hour. You can actually hack them. We can boost the scooter, boys. This thing, you can hack it. So it does 30 miles an hour and it gets 40 miles of range. I think I'm going to retire my Eco Diesel and just rip this thing everywhere. So I'm pretty pumped about this. I haven't had a chance to rip them yet. I kind of just ripped around the driveway, but kind of pumped on that. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen this, it's just a Hellcat, nothing special, you know, this is whatever. But all right, boys, I'm starting to fade. I can feel it. Last questions. Let's do some rapid fire. Were you freestyle motocross? No, I used to race snowcross and motocross. I'm actually thinking about getting a motocross bike. I might. I need to get back into some sort of racing. I'm getting the itch. But there's a lot of motocross tracks around here, and I've been, I need to get some more excitement in my life. So I might do, I don't know. I'm debating between getting like a C6 Corvette. And it's not like I'm a huge Corvette guy or something, but I just think that'd be a cool track car, like road course. I'm only like 50 minutes away from Sebring International. I went there once with some Viper buddies, and I was so jealous that it wasn't on the track. But I think it'd be cool to get like a C6 Corvette and build it up for a road course. I think it'd be pretty sick. So I might do something like that, get some fun. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, as far as racing, that's why. I don't know, because if I do the motocross thing, it's just, motocross really beats you up in your body, and if you crash and I hurt myself, then I'm not going to be able to do all this, so that's kind of where I'm at with that, but I do really like motocross. So I watch every episode of Supercross and most of the motocross outdoors. Let me see. I need to do some rapid fire questions here. Sorry, I'm trying to read this. I'm not trying to get all up in your guys' screen, but the freaking text on your questions are tiny, so I'm trying to read them. What's your background? What did you do before YouTube? Always been curious that. So I managed an automotive company. So yeah, I came down to the US and helped manage a automotive company. It wasn't anything exciting. They just did like car parts. So just like crash parts, bumpers, fenders, hoods, anything that would get damaged in a crash, and helped them open up a second facility, got their business up and running. Yeah, I did all that, but it was kind of boring. Did this on the side, and then when the whole Rona thing hit, their business kind of like got pretty impacted, and there was some other factors too, but yeah, ended up parting ways, and now I'm just doing this full time. But as far as like how I know how to do all this car stuff, I grew up racing motocross and snowmobiles, if you guys don't know. And then I always, ever since I was like 16, I grew up as a little kid, like having to rebuild my top ends on 2-stroke dirt bikes, and then everything went 4-stroke while I was still racing, so I had to learn the 4-stroke engines. And I was rebuilding those little, motocross bikes, and then when I turned 16, that turned into Honda 4-cylinders, so it was just 3 more cylinders. And yeah, started messing around with those and turbocharging those. And yeah, always just been a gearhead, just taking things apart, putting them back together. And yeah, that's pretty much the background. Hell yeah, get some rest. Love those seats. Yeah, the seats are pretty sick. Hellcat swap snow machine. I don't want anywhere near the snow. Yes, sir. Mopar I know car. Shout out Boosted Motorsports, man. Brand boys. Hell yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Flares are much better. Regardless, I hope your time away with its fam goes well. I wish I lived that way so I could try to make a visit when not busy one day. Hope to meet you, man. Western Canada isn't cheap. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. When you ever thought, or have you ever thought about doing 99 Shelby? No. I'm like over the Dakota thing. I need to take a little Dakota Durango break. That's for sure. LS Swap the World. I got the LS Swap shirt on. LS Fest. Any more Viper content? Yeah, a little bit earlier in this live, I talked about the Viper stuff. I got a bunch of Viper stuff loaded in the chamber. The only problem is I just got to get these 2 massive builds out of the way before I can get to it. Did the Hellcat Swap charge get sold? Yeah, so that was never my car. But yeah, that ended up, things been getting passed around like a hot potato. It went through Mecum auction, and then now I think it's somewhere on the West Coast at another dealership. If you guys Google it, you'll find it. I think it's like for sale for like almost 300,000 last time I looked. X Games for the win. Yes, sir. I did compete in X Games 2008. If you guys didn't know, there you go. Little tidbits of information. Take her easy, bro. Yes, sir. All right. I am about to start rambling, so I can feel it. I'm going to go inside and get some rest. It's over 10 o'clock at night here, and I've been working on the shop all day, so have a good weekend, boys. A few videos coming out this weekend, so if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Boosted Motorsports 2. That's where I'm posting all my new videos, so go check it out. If you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, just literally search Boosted Motorsports 2, and you'll find the other channel. That's where all the videos are getting posted these days. And go check out shopboosted.com. I've got a bunch of new stuff over there. So lots of stuff. Support your boy. Give it a thumbs up before you take off. And I'll see you on the next one. See you guys. Have a good weekend.